Welcome to The Pulse. I'm Jennifer Ray, and today we are going to be talking about the Long Lake Area Chamber of Commerce and also a very large construction project that's been in the works for a year and a half, and it is a long project, so we want to spend a lot of time talking about that and the businesses. And first I want to welcome President of the Long Lake Area Chamber of Commerce, Christy Erickson. So Christy, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
What made you decide to join the chamber and then to take on a very large role of being the president of the chamber?
Well, thank you. Actually, I would say definitely the upcoming road project is what inspired me to join the chamber as well as take on this large role. It is a very important issue to me and for our community. And I could just sense the need for some direction in that area, and it's just a really important issue to me. I recently opened a business in town. It's called Orono Station, and it is a gas station, convenience store, kind of grocery store, long needed in town. So to me, just having opened, all the more reason to really, establish our customer base, keep them taken care of, keep them coming back. We want to keep our town really vital during this time. So I thought, when better of a time to dig in and join the chamber.
And you jumped in with both feet, taking on the role of president.
Yeah.
And this is a 2-year term. Mm-hmm. And what is the mission of the chamber?
I would say the mission of our chamber is really to get the businesses to collaborate. The community is very important to our businesses. We want our businesses to collaborate, work together, support each other, promote each other. We get together and we do a lot of networking, but things like this are very important that we work together. So I think, sort of being one versus, just some communities that tend to be more competitive.
Sure.
And I think we've actually been told by some county groups that we are a very unique community because our businesses do work so well together. We promote each other all the time. We hire each other all the time, and really it's a very positive environment.
Long Lake Orono area is very unique and beautiful, as is all of this area. And I know that we're going to get a little bit more in depth into the construction with Mayor Marty Schneider, who will be talking a little bit more about the details of it. But how specifically is it going to affect your business where you are at with the gas station and convenience store?
It probably affects me as the same as most of the businesses on Main Street. We have sort of a main road that goes through our town, and originally the county talked about closing this road for 4 months, and that's when I got passionate, because there's just no way that could happen. It really would have permanently damaged our town, and we're still recovering from the last time when they put in the bypass. Thousands and thousands of cars go around our town every day. So we're just starting to get back, and new businesses are moving in. The empty storefronts are all filling up, and it's really exciting energy. And then they want to shut the road for 4 months, which would be devastating to some of our smaller businesses. So that's when I decided to jump in with both feet. And my husband and I actually went around to all the businesses and got them to sign a petition, which we presented to the city and the county, saying, please don't do this. Please find another way to keep some sort of life through our town. So with the help of the city, we were able to get them to agree to keep 2 lanes going open during the whole project. So they're going to build temporary lanes before they close down the part that needs all the vital work next to the lake. So we will have that, but of course, there's always a pain point with construction. It is a slowdown, and there will be people that will just avoid the town. So we want to keep people coming, keep them interested, keep them engaged and shopping locally. So for me personally, I'm one of the 2 gas stations in town. So I think, we will be okay. We will survive either way because there's not a lot of choices. People need gas. We're also trying to offer a lot of groceries, which we do have a large organic grocery store in our town, which is helpful for those who shop organic, but there are people who don't. And so we try to have, produce and things people need every day. So I think it's important for us to take care of the community during this time and to keep them coming to town. So we feel like we can be a part of that and hopefully help everybody fare it.
Well, congratulations. That's a very interesting story on seeing a need for something, putting your boots on the ground, and getting something accomplished. And it's nice to hear that they are keeping that open, because that is going to be really vital. Now, you have an event coming up this Saturday, and it's going to be for the Chamber Person of the Year. And who is that this year, and why are they receiving that award?
This year, the Long Lake Person of the Year we have selected is the principal of the Orono High School, David Benson, and he is a very, very deserving recipient. He has been with our school district for, I think, 24 plus years. He was the principal at the middle school before moving to the high school, and you probably wouldn't find a family in Orono that he hasn't had some sort of impact. We tend to stay through the school district. It's a very, very sought out school district. So once you get in, you stay. And he's very caring, and he goes above and beyond, and we just feel like he really deserves this honor.
You actually have a whole event. It's not like a small trophy that's given at maybe a particular, meeting. You actually have a whole event. What does the event entail?
So it's sort of a dinner. I guess we call it the banquet, the Person of the Year banquet. It is at the Burl Oaks Golf Club at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and we have a nice dinner and then a silent auction during the event. And the proceeds of that actually go to 2 scholarships for the Orono High School. So that's nice. We get to present that every year in May. So that's kind of fun that it's the principal and it's actually going back to the school. So again, all the local businesses donate gift certificates and merchandise and things for people to bid on, and it gets a little competitive and kind of fun. And then we kind of play some games afterwards, and it's a very fun, local event.
And how many businesses are there in the Long Lake Area Chamber?
I think right now we have about 65. So, people joining all the time.
Sure.
So it's kind of.
And what the area, when we're talking about the area, how far does that reach?
Well, we call it the Long Lake Area Chamber because Long Lake and Orono are such a, they cross over so much, like literally one side of the road's Orono, the other side is Long Lake. So we definitely incorporate all of Long Lake, Orono, but we don't have defined borders like some chambers do. So we include people from Wayzata, Maple Plain, Independence, Plymouth, anybody who feels like they serve our community or they potentially have business in our community are welcome to join. Sometimes that's the best way to get your business off the ground is to put your face in front of a new community. And
sure.
So we don't really have a hard line or anything. It's sort of an open area.
And then we wanted to talk about the Summer Festival at Nelson Park, which you're bringing back.
Yep.
And the date on that is July 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
And what is going to be part of that festival?
Some of that we're just in the beginning phases of planning what's all going to be involved. But in the past, definitely, I think everything we've had in the past will come forward.
Music, food?
Music and food, fireworks, several bands, a big beer tent. We just put in a brand new park, so all the community will get to experience the new park. We usually have a water ski show. Definitely check the website because I don't want to prematurely introduce anything, but we got some new exciting things that are going to be hopefully joining us this year. So it's going to be fun, and it's a Saturday. Some of the things sometimes bleed over into Friday or Sunday. Sometimes there might be like a race or something like that. But yeah, it's a big fun thing. Traditionally, it's been in June. I think it's been a little bit competitive with Father's Day weekend, so we're trying July, hoping.
A new date?
Yep, trying for a different time. It's before our corn days, but after 4th of July, so hopefully it'll be a good window of time.
And the date on corn days?
I am not sure. It's usually the first weekend or second weekend. It's determined by St. George's Church, so
Okay.
They haven't informed us of what that is, but it's usually in the first week of August. And that's their big festival. It goes over 2 days, and the chamber is in charge of the parade. So even though it's not our event, we have a big part in it. And I think that probably came from, I'm not sure, but that probably came from the fact that most of the people in the parade are chamber businesses. So they gave it to the chamber to run since it's mostly our inner group anyway.
Sure.
But it's open to anyone. We have everything from, last year a lot of politicians to We had a horse-drawn carriage last year with our business in it. So it's really open to anyone. A
Fun
person by
community.
themselves can walk through the parade.
Fun community event.
It's really fun. Yeah, it brings a lot of
And then
people.
the last thing I wanted to mention real quick is the safe trick-or-treating.
Yeah, the last Saturday before Halloween, we have safe trick-or-treating, and any business in town, it's really chamber-based, but anyone can join. And it starts at the fire hall, and they have hot dogs, face painting, kind of get you started with a bag of goodies, and then a map of all the businesses to go visit and get candy from. And I think last year we had 25 locations to visit.
Well, that sounds very fun. Well, President Christy Erickson, thank you so much for coming on The Pulse and letting us know a little bit about the chamber and some events that are coming up. And I hope you survive the construction very well.
Thank you very much.
And up next, we're going to take a break, and we're going to talk to Mayor Marty Schneider.
LMCC HD is here. Here's how you can watch our Government Channel 8 in high definition. If you have a cable-ready TV, you can watch us on Mediacom Channel 8.1. And if you have a set-top box, you can watch us on Mediacom Channel 808. Your community TV, now in HD.
Welcome back to The Pulse. And for this half, we have Mayor Marty Schneider, and he is the mayor of Long Lake, and he's going to talk about a very important construction project that will be underway. When does this construction project
Jen,
start?
the construction or reconstruction of what we commonly know of Wayzata Boulevard, it's County Road 112, kind of the main artery going through downtown Long Lake, will begin being rebuilt April of this year. And we have a very, very important meeting coming up March 23rd. That will be at the Long Lake Fire Department. We welcome all community members, all business members. We'll get a chance to meet the contractor, to meet the local liaison individual, as well as the county representatives. So it's very key to kind of finding out more about the timeline, when detours are going to be put up in different directions, and that's going to be March 23rd at 5 o'clock.
And what is the purpose? Because this is a 1.5-year long project. So what is the purpose of this? What will be completed when it's all said and done?
It's a great question. I think just looking at it briefly from a historical context, when the bypass was constructed back in the early 2000s, that became then now the state highway, and the county highway or county road, which is Wayzata Boulevard, was turned back to the county with appropriate funding to really build it up to the type of standard that it should be. So when it's all said and done, it's going to be a 3-year project, 3 different phases. Phase 1 effectively is through downtown Long Lake. Phase 2 will be, as we know, from Birch's Supper Club or the cemetery area going east, connecting with 394. And then phase 3 will be going west from Willow, where Super America and Otten Brothers is, all the way to County Road 6.
So that is one big project.
It'll be a big, big project. I think some of the improvements, that we envision will be safer corridor. There'll be different egress areas, different off and on access points that will be much safer than what it is now. We also will have better appointments, better lighting, better pedestrian traffic outlets, as well as a new path that effectively is going to go from downtown Long Lake along the shore of the lake, heading east and connecting with the Luce line up by the Trestle Bridge, just a bit east of where it goes on to 394.
Oh, that will be fabulous.
Yeah, and that's going to be, again, a very safe pathway designed by the county so that it will be welcoming to pedestrian traffic, bicycle traffic, very, very nice new addition to what's there now.
Well, it sounds pretty fabulous.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything that we need to know as citizens that live in that area as far as maybe anticipated changes to our route system?
Sure. Yeah, what I like to refer people to, both from the community and from the business district, is to really go on to the Long Lake homepage, the Long Lake City webpage. We've kind of set that up in a way where it will link to the county directly, so that any detouring will be articulated there on a regular basis. It'll be a great outlet for people to find out when construction is going to occur at various parts of the corridor. If you go on to the City of Long Lake website, you can also sign up for something called Listserv. It's a quick 15-second way to tie into all regular notices that will be coming out to community members.
So include your name and email
really,
address, and then you'll get
It's as simple as
information.
just pressing on the button that we've set up, put in your email address, and then you'll be getting regular updates throughout the project and for other city business as well.
Well, that's going to be one big project, and it will be wonderful when it's done, as they always are.
We'll be happy when it's done, yes.
Now, I know that there's something very special that you have planned for 2018 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Can you share with us what's in the thought process and what's finalized at this point?
Sure. So, effectively, we've been working with the business community and the community at large over the last year and a half to prepare not only for the beginning of construction, but throughout the construction process. And part of what we identified as being very important was to create a number of events that would, again, draw people into the city so that they would, shop there, dine there, etc. And so for Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl is going to be Sunday, February 4th, 2018. And we're going to have the entire weekend, February 2nd, Friday, February 3rd, Saturday, and Super Bowl day, Sunday, February 4th, 2018, as part of a winter festival. We're going to have ice hockey on the lake. We're going to have curling on the lake. We're going to have a barbecue
Very fun.
competition. We're going to have, hopefully, if there's snow, a ski race, a cross-country ski race on the lake as well. So it's really going to be a town winter festival that would integrate a lot of the business community and really a lot of the community at large. In the past, we've also encouraged the Wayzata and Orono school districts to participate because they're close neighbors of ours, and hopefully it will again be very much a family-oriented event.
Family, community-oriented event.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we want to talk about Shopping Long Lake.
Yeah.
And what do we want to promote there?
Yeah, so again, in an effort to realize that construction in any business district, in any community is disruptive, we, along with the Chamber of Commerce, meaning the city, the Economic Development Authority, really reached out to other communities that had gone through disruption for construction. Our neighbors in Hopkins went through it, Golden Valley did, also down in South Minneapolis in the Hiawatha area. From that, alongside with the Chamber of Commerce, we came up with a initiative, and we call it Shop Long Lake. I'll show you the sign here. I'm not sure which camera will catch this, but Shop Long Lake is really a district-wide initiative where, again, the intent is to bring the community at large to Long Lake in order to make sure that the small businesses that are in Long Lake are focused on and that their business will thrive during construction. So our goal is, as we like to say, not only see businesses survive, but we want to see them thrive over the 3-year period. And when we come out of the construction with County Road 112, Wayzata Boulevard redone, we hope that it'll be a much enhanced corridor that we can just build off of. So again, Shop Long Lake, featured on the City of Long Lake homepage. This will be up and running by the end of March, and we also expect this to be on the Chamber website as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we'll hope that that goes very smoothly. Just so that people know, it's going to be starting April.
Well, yeah, the construction itself, typically, as we talk about construction season, It begins whenever the ground is thawed. We expect, ground to be broken on the project late April or so. There might be some prep work that will be occurring, but again, in terms of detouring, in terms of actual construction, probably late April.
Well, that sounds terrific. So people, it sounds like they have it so well organized and with the different detours to get around and keep the businesses open that you might only have a 5-minute delay in getting to your destination to work.
Our intent, our hope, and I know Christy Erickson, who spoke with you earlier, mentioned that one of the things that we worked very hard to do from a city perspective, connecting with the county, is to make sure that whenever possible, we would have two-way traffic at all times. In fact, the city of Long Lake stepped in, paid additional engineering fees to make sure that that could happen. The original design was for one-way traffic at all times, where there would be signal people standing
Sure.
on each end of the corridor. You can stop now, you can go now. We changed that. We felt it was very important from a city perspective to step up to fund that type of change, certainly for the business community, but really the community at large. The residents, the citizens will benefit from that flow of traffic as well.
Absolutely, will make it much easier. Well, it sounds like you guys have done a fabulous job in your planning.
Well, we hope so, and I'll make one more plug to go on to the City of Long Lake website, sign up for listserv. It'll take you 15 seconds, and really that's a way to be kept current on all the changes. As with other construction, we understand there will be weather delays, there will be unforeseen delays that occur as they start the project, and really our efforts are trying to keep people as current as we possibly can.
And to shop Long Lake.
Absolutely. Shop Long Lake, yes.
Marty, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming onto
Jen.
the program.
So nice to meet you.
Appreciate it. And I'm Jennifer Ray. Thanks so much for watching The Pulse. Until next time, Godspeed. Thanks for watching.